Alright guys, what's up? I just wanted to go ahead and talk about Christmas here real quick. I'm going to go ahead and show you a slideshow, just some family photos that we took. Just kind of like what my house looks like. We're, my parents are Polish and we're Roman Catholic, even though I'm not very religious, but my parents, they still stick to all the old family traditions, so we kind of go all out. This is just my little Christmas tree that I have going right here, but we have this Christmas tree. We have two, 1-foot Christmas trees in the kitchen. We have a 6-foot Christmas tree in the dining room. My mom has like a 5-foot Christmas tree in her room. Then we have a 9-foot Christmas tree in the living room. So yeah, my mom kind of likes Christmas. But I'm going to go ahead now and show you that slideshow, and then we'll come back. We'll talk about some of the guns that I got for Christmas and all that. Alright guys, now that you guys watched the slideshow, I'm just going to talk about these guns really quick. What I gave. This is actually a present I gave for Christmas, and I got a couple guns for Christmas. I'm just going to go real quick on them. This is like my 4th take, and I'm having trouble keeping it short. I don't want to make this a 20-minute video. So rather than talking about my initial impressions of these guns here, I'm going to make a separate video for all 3 of them. But this is a Savage Model 64. It's a 22 long rifle. It's a great gun. I picked it up for my dad. I'll explain why in the other video. Why I went with this. I was thinking about a bigger caliber gun, but we shoot 22 all the time. Came with 2 magazines. I was actually kind of angry because at the store I asked the guy, hey, how many mags does it come with? He's like, oh, just 1. And an extra mag is 20 bucks, but it came with 2, so that's awesome. These are awesome magazines too, great bluing. It came with a scope on it, but it's just a small 4-power scope by Tasco. You can actually pick these up for $7 at Walmart. I like it enough, but it's just so narrow and small to get your eye through there that I don't like it on the gun. So I actually took this scope off my pellet gun right here. I don't like my pellet gun; it's very inaccurate, but the scope is decent when you have it on this gun right here. It's awesome. 3 to 9 power magnification. I've shot with this gun out to 115 yards, and I've been deadly accurate. 1 shot, boom. At 100 yards, I shot at an Axe bottle, an Axe deodorant bottle, the spray deodorant. At 100 yards, I smacked it in the center. I still have the bottle here somewhere, but I think it's downstairs because I was showing it off to my dad. But deadly accurate, love it a lot. Can't really beat it for 130 bucks. I know a lot of people, in a lot of places, they have them for about 175 and whatnot. At that point, a lot of guys say I'd rather just get a Ruger 1022. I'll agree with that just because you have a lot more customization there. But overall, still a wonderful gun. So I just took it, slapped this pellet gun scope on here. Took the UTG bipod off my Ruger 1022, put the sling swivel adapter on here, and put the bipod on this gun. And then I just bought a cheap swivel like this at Walmart for 10 bucks. So I gave this to my dad. He's very happy with it. Then I was expecting money for Christmas. That's what I told my parents. I want money because I wanted to get a handgun. Specifically, I thought about it. I was really torn between getting a 22 long rifle pistol, which I could shoot a lot in the yard and practice with cheap. I mean, I shoot 22 like crazy. I mean, here, let me show you my cache of 22 ammo right here. Oh, speaking of which, here's that Axe bottle I was talking about at 100 yards. I smacked right through it with that 22 over there. All I did is when I was aiming with the reticle, I aimed right around here, slightly to the left for windage and high just so I could accommodate for bullet drop, and I smacked it right in the center. It was an awesome shot. I'm very inaccurate too. I'm not the most experienced shooter yet, so that was an awesome shot. I was very proud of it. But here's my cache of 22 ammo. Assorted kinds. I got Blazer over here, Federal hollow points over here. This is more Blazer, and this is Federal auto match. I have at least 2,000 rounds right here, so I have plenty of it. So I figured I can get myself a 22 handgun and shoot all the time. But then again, from a self-defense standpoint, I need to get something center fire because it's just way more effective. Can't stick, stingers or something like that into a 22 and expect the best results. I'd rather have a center fire gun and be a lot happier with it. Plus, I use a 12 gauge for home defense. That's fine with me. My dad can go ahead and use that too, but my mom can't. And my dad is starting to have some arthritis in his arms and whatnot from working so much because he's been working 2 jobs for over 30 years. So that guy's starting to get beat. So a handgun would be a wonderful option. They can use it, I can use it. Great, just another great home defense gun to use. So I decided I'm going to get myself a center fire gun. So I asked my mom, hey, just give me money. Well, Christmas Day, I started opening my presents. I didn't get money, I got this. Walther P22, 22 caliber gun. I opened it up and I was kind of like, not going to get money, I'm going to get this, but I could practice with it and whatnot. A little uncomfortable just because the grip isn't quite long enough for me to get all my fingers around comfortably. I can kind of smash them on there, but not as comfortable as I'd like. I really wanted a GSG 1911 in 22 caliber, but whatever. I've watched reviews of this. It'll work. I hate this thing. I really do. I'm not very satisfied with it at the moment. I'll make a separate video. If someone can help me with it, please go ahead and look for my other video on here. If it's not on here when you're watching this, it'll be on up shortly because I need help with this. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Honestly, I've thought about reselling it and getting myself another 22, but I mean, I take a big hit on it, and I mean, it literally has 20 rounds to it, so I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do with it. That did come with a fake suppressor. Nothing special. And then I did get a 9mm. This is a SIG SP 2022. I am huge on Sig Sauer. I love them. Some guys are Glock guys. There's a lot of Glock guys out there now. I'm a Sig guy. Always have been, always will be. I mean, since I was a kid, just something about them, I knew I wanted one. And I just love the way that it works now. I don't have a safety on here, just like a Glock. People say, oh, that little snag safety on the trigger. That's not a safety in my mind. And to be honest with you, I mean, I'll agree when you're a cop or something like that, and you have a Glock, that's fine, because you really are a professional. I wouldn't feel too comfortable with a Glock carrying condition 1 just because, if you accidentally pull that trigger. But this, just go ahead and decock the gun. And it does take a hefty pull to get that first round off, but I don't have to fumble with a manual safety. I love that. So I got this thing. I was thinking about getting a Ruger P95. My sister picked one up last month, which is odd. I have to make a video with my sister on why she picked that, because she's planning on carrying it when she gets her CCW, which is a big gun. I figured she'll want to get like a little 380, but she picked up a decent sized 9mm, so surprising choice. But I didn't want to get the same thing as her, and this was $100 more. Some guys say they picked this up for $500, $600, $550, $450. In my area, brand new, $400. I think that's a steal for a SIG. I would love to get a P226 in 40 cal, but it's too expensive for me. It's just way too expensive. I was thinking about getting a 40 cal in this, but I decided that just because 40 cal has spiked in my area recently, I mean, the past couple months it's gone up. It used to be a $2 difference per box. So if 9mm was $10, it was like $12, $13 for 40. Now it's $10 for 9mm, but it's $15, $16 for 40. That's a big difference. So I decided I can get 40 and shoot less, or get 9mm and shoot more. And there's not that much of a difference between it, that I'd rather have a 9mm, shoot it a lot more, and be able to put rounds right on target, rather than getting a 40 and not being able to practice as much. So I did go ahead and I did pick up the 9mm version of it. It's alright. The only real ding I have on this gun is it comes with 1 mag, and that annoys me because these mags are expensive. It's just a standard 15 round mag. You have a plastic butt plate with a finger extension on here, which is standard for these magazines. Don't worry, the gun is not loaded. I'm just going to stick this in here real quick to show you the grip. Very comfortable grip. I do have the smaller grips on here. I did have a problem with it. I'll talk to that in the other video that I'm going to make about this gun. But 1 magazine is ridiculous, and you can't pick these up for very cheap. Even on Gun Broker or something, they're very expensive. At the local gun store, they have them for $47. I mean, I don't see $47 here. I mean, I know mags are kind of expensive, but that's just outrageous to me. So, $47 at the local gun store. Mech-Gar does make them. If you want to buy them directly from Mech-Gar, you can get a 15 round or a 17 round. 17 round from Mech-Gar is $40-some also, plus shipping. I did find it at CDNN Sports. They're a decent company over in Texas. They have the 17 round Mech-Gar magazines for $30, but you have to pay $10 for shipping also. So, $40 is the cheapest you're going to be able to pick one of these up. I think that's ridiculous. If I had two, I would be happy, but I only have one, and that just annoys me. But yeah, overall it was a decent Christmas. I'm just kind of upset with this gun right now. I'm not sure what I'm supposed to be doing with it, so I'm going to go ahead and upload individual videos on all of these guns. So if anyone has any advice for me on the P22, please go watch my other video, and then do a video response if you could about your P22. I'd really appreciate it. But yeah, that was my Christmas, guys. I hope you guys had just as good of a Christmas as I did.